Today I'm making a work of art that looks like a stained glass window. First, I'm going to cut my paper into a window shape. I'll fold the paper in half. Then I'll pay attention to which side opens up and which side is closed where the crease was made. I'll draw a curved line from the top corner on the creased side, slightly down so that it touches the open side like this. Then I'm going to cut along that line, and when I unfold my paper, it looks more like a fancy window. Now I'm going to draw lines all over my paper window. I'm using a ruler as a straight edge. I'm placing it on the paper in the direction I want my line to go, holding the ruler down with my helper hand, then drawing a line against the edge of the ruler. This is a good trick to draw nice straight lines. Now I'm only going to make straight lines, but if you want to add a few curved lines to your stained glass window, go ahead. I'm drawing diagonal, vertical, and horizontal lines all over my paper, and as you can see, the lines create shapes like triangles and rectangles. These lines and shapes resemble the pieces of glass joined together by strips of metal in real stained glass windows. Now it's time to add some color, and I'm using bleeding tissue paper. When this tissue paper gets wet, the color bleeds onto the surface it's on top of. It's like a unique way to paint. I'm laying the tissue paper down flat, then gently spreading water over the whole piece. You need to get the whole piece of tissue paper wet so that the color transfers to the paper underneath. So the wetter the better. And notice how I'm going to overlap pieces of tissue paper. I'm making sure that when I do overlap the pieces or put them close together, that they are analogous colors. So analogous colors are colors that sit right next to each other in the color wheel, and they mix together really well. If I were to put contrasting colors like green and red or orange and blue on top of or next to each other, they'd turn a dull, muddy brown color that we're not aiming for in our stained glass windows today. So make sure that when you do overlap or put pieces of tissue paper next to each other, that the colors are analogous or sit right next to each other in the color wheel, and you'll have a nice, bright, colored work of art.